Hey, let's talk marriage in the Philippines. I keep hearing all this new stuff about, getting married online. I have not a clue about it. Personally, I don't care. No offense to you guys that are marrying these girls online and you have never met them before. Biggest mistake. They are not the same person 99% of the time when you meet them in person to what they are online. So that's the biggest thing. Um, Also, two, it's better off getting married in the Philippines because just so you guys know, when you get married, there are really no divorces in the Philippines. I do not want to hear all these people saying, well, yeah, you could get divorced and this and that. No, there is no divorce in the Philippines. You have to get an annulment. An annulment you have two shots at. And if you do not come up right with it, both times, you ass out. So, like I said, always meet the girl first. I know you guys want to get there and be in the Philippines. Get to know the girl first. That is your key objective. Get there. Don't come for a week. Don't come for 2 weeks. If you can get 2 months off, that's beautiful. Because then you get to know what she's like. And you'll be able to see if you are really, really compatible. So, just so you guys know, and I know you guys know it, let's talk Philippines. I'm Carl, as you all know. So I am Carl in the Philippines. Well, I'm stranded in the US right now. But just a little plug. Give a little plug to the channel. Um but yeah. So first of all, you have to go to like their city hall. I think they call it the barangay. I forget exactly what it was called. It's where I got married and stuff. It's the same place. You fill out a bunch of paperwork. Plan on making a day trip out of it. Because you will walk in, they'll give you a number, you sit down, you get called up, they give you paperwork, you fill it out. Then you got to go all the way trucking through the building to a place where you basically have to pay the bill. Then you got to come back and you got to sit down again. And then they call you up again. That's just the step to get the paperwork started. Then you have to go as an American citizen to the U.S. Embassy. That's Cebu or Manila. Because I am closer to Manila, I went to Manila. I don't know how Cebu works, but when I went there, you had to make an appointment. The first time I went to go get the paperwork done, I didn't know it. We drove up, and the guards are very nice. They said you have to make an appointment. They gave us the website. They gave me the information to go on. You make an appointment. My thing to you, if you are making an appointment, sit there, keep refreshing, because it is a bitch, excuse the language, to get an appointment. I managed to get one. I got my appointment. You go there, your girlfriend cannot come in when you're going there for that. It is basically who is scheduled for the appointment. You go in, you walk in the embassy, they'll tell you where to go. Just remember, you have to leave everything in a checkout. You basically get a card, you give them everything, they check it in. You're really not allowed to bring like I don't even think I brought my cell phone in. I wasn't allowed to bring myself. My wife was allowed into the compound area. She was not allowed into the building. So let's clarify that. She was not allowed into the building where I had to go. Went in, stood on the line. Got a number. Was told from where I was to go upstairs. Went up there. Yeah, it's another pretty much all day procedure. I must have been in there, 2.5, 3 hours before I got called up to the first window with the paperwork that I got when I went online and made the appointment to download and had a lot of it filled out. They'll still give you other paperwork that you need to fill. Because basically what you're going to the console for, 99% of the paperwork is bullcrap. It's the one paperwork that the Philippine government is looking for. And that is, you're not married. You're giving swear testimony that you're not married because you are getting it notarized. You fill that out. You go over. After that's done, you basically sit there, you talk to the girl or the guy, whoever it is. You get through, you talk to them, and they'll send you to go pay for the notary stamp. You'll go pay. Like I said, I think that was the most expensive thing I paid. I believe it was like $60. I paid that. You go back, stand online, you wait till you're called again. Then you come over and the girl will ask you a bunch of questions. You answer them truthfully. Then she will stamp it. And now you have your paperwork basically stating you are not married and every other bit of paperwork that you need to give to the Philippine government. Now, before we started doing all that, when I went to the city hall to get married, you fill out paperwork there. It wasn't a lot, it sounds a lot. It's like 1,000. It was 1,000 pesos, like $20. Actually, a little less because I think at the time when I got married, it was like 53, 54 pesos to $1. So basically, it's a little under 20. It's not bad. You do that. You fill out the paperwork. You go to a window. They send you back to go to this other window where you pay it. They send you back. You fill out paperwork. You give it to them. That's when they send you over to the embassy to get the paperwork for the spouse to fill out. And any paperwork that your wife might need. She needs to prove that she's not married. So she has to go to a few places. I went with her. One we went to, I want to say it was in San Juan. It's almost like a Social Security office type thing. I forget what it was called. Went there. You can't go in. She's only allowed to go in. She went in. I was sitting outside. It's kind of looks like a shady area. But to be honest, the locals, okay, flat out. If it was in Manila, certain areas, yes, are bad. But where we were, yes, run down, crappy looking, was nice. The people were nice. I mean, I was talking to people. The locals in general, the Philippine locals are beautiful, beautiful people. Very nice people. Like when you see these other vloggers walking around and they're like, good morning, Good morning. Yes, it's true. They're not like here in the United States where people look at you like, what the hell are you saying? They are very nice. So I just want to air that out right to the bat. So we did all that. We got all our paperwork. We wound up having to go back to like the city hall. We had to give them the rest of the paperwork. We then had to go back to pay for some more stuff. We did that. Technically, when you're doing all that, you're in America, you would be considered married because you're filling out the marriage license. And in America, you are married when you fill a marriage license out. You're not having a ceremony. You're typically, the minute you sign that paperwork, you're considered married. We filled it out. It cost us more money. I think it was like 260 pesos. Wasn't expensive at all. We filled that out. Here's the kicker, guys. Major kicker, so you guys understand this. There is a 10-day wait period. Yes, I repeat it. 10 days. 10 days that you have to wait before you could do the ceremony. Because they want to make sure that you or your wife, or if you're a female, you and your husband want to get married. You have 10 days from the time that paperwork is filled out to say yes or no. You know, as Meat Loaf song says, yes or no, I want to know right now. Yes or no. They want to know. So you fill out the paperwork, you wait the 10 days. Now, in my case with the 10 days, I took my wife on a vacation. This is how I found out, because I know here you fill out the paperwork here, you sign the marriage license, you're technically married. We went to Thailand, and they pulled my wife aside, started questioning her. I went in with her over. They called me over. I had to show proof that I've known her for as long as I said I have. So I had to search my phone for emails and correspondences, and thank God I found emails. We got married 2018. I found emails from like 2012, 2009, somewhere around there. And they were happy with it. They were okay with it. They took it. But I had to guarantee them. We went for 5 days to Thailand. And I actually stayed at a friend's house. I have a friend in Thailand. I actually want to do a collaboration, bring him on, and do a joint vlog type thing combined with him, so you could understand what it is like living in Thailand and married to a Thai girl, because he's married to a Thai woman and have a child. So anyway, excuse me, I want to do that. So you'll get to meet him. Went there, had to guarantee that we would be back the date the ticket said. Because you got to remember something. A lot of these guys, oh, yeah, and they take them and they don't bring them back. Because, yes, over there, sex trade industry is very big. A lot of these girls get involved in it. They wind up working in these bars and clubs and wind up as prostitutes. This was not the case. My wife, we got back. We came into the Philippines. Because I wanted to be back anyway. It was just prior to United States Thanksgiving. got back. Now, my 10 days weren't up. My 10 days ended the day after Thanksgiving that year. So my Thanksgiving was November 22nd that year. I got married the 23rd. I didn't know you had to make an appointment. Thank God my oldest daughter, her friend worked for it and actually worked for what would be considered like the mayor of the area, the mayor of the town. And she managed to get us in the 23rd. Because they were talking like 4 weeks later. I was leaving again. I was going back to the United States. We got in, did the ceremony, civil ceremony in front of the thing. They took a bunch of pictures. I'm just gonna move my cam. As you can see, the pictures up there they took. I paid for them. After they were done, they gave it to me. They gave me a bunch of them. They actually, if you pay a little extra, they'll give it to you on a flash drive as well. The big photo I actually had blown up. I went to, oh shit, sorry. Forgot I got the mic on. Don't know if it's working, but I went to a Walmart here, blew it up. It cost me like $4. And I got married. All said and done, I would say, excuse me, the ceremony, the paperwork, maybe $150. I can't remember what I paid for the ceremony. I think it might have been $750. So say $200. $750 is only still like less than 20. So say about $150, maybe tops 200. So yes, I paid for that. That's what I paid. That's how I got married. And my suggestion to you guys, like I keep saying, if you are dating a girl online, you really, really should get to meet them first before you say and get married online, which they're doing now. Which to me, but I'm old, I'm an old school person, is the stupidest friggin' thing you can do in your life. Stupidest. Stupid. Because you do not know the girl from a hole in the wall. I've known my wife. God, it's over like 15 years. When I got married, I knew what I was doing. I knew how she was. I don't want to put a lot of the Philippine women down. But, and then you know what? It's not even a put down. A lot of Philippine women will date a foreign guy to get better life. I love the Philippines. I love the culture. I love the people. I love the country. But it is technically a third world country. I think my daughter, who's having the baby, I think like top pay for like a regular type job is like 250 pesos, maybe 450 pesos, 500. You have to understand something. 50 pesos per dollar. So 50, 100, 150, 200. If you're getting 250, you're making $5 US dollars a day. So if you're making 500, you're making $10. You ain't working 8 hours. You're probably working more like 12. So, yeah. Compared to what you make here, you're getting paid, what is it? $15 an hour is minimum wage now for most places. So $15 an hour is, if you were making $250 in the Philippines, you're getting paid 3 days for 1 hour. So remember, they're not trying to hurt you. Yes, but there are some that are. They're just trying to get over here, and then they split. They are some girls, they want to get married just to get the hell out of the country. So this is my warning to you guys, my disclaimer to you guys. They're not all like that, but there are some. Just be careful. Don't get married online unless you really, really know the girl. You know, I will give you the biggest thing to try. You guys might laugh at me. You might think it is the stupidest thing to do. But I will tell you what to do. And this will see if she loves you. Tell her you don't want to, you don't want to come back to the United States. You want to stay in the Philippines. You want to live there. See what she says. If she really loves you and not want to come here and just like bounce, because she knows she gets a job, she's going to have a better life here than she would there, she'll have no problem with it. My wife knows how I feel, that I want to stay there. She keeps telling me it's not the greatest place. I'm not looking to move from there. I want to stay there. I'm working my ass off here to make sure everything is good, accommodating, that she's taken care of, helping her start our business. We bought our house there, so she knows my intentions, and my intentions alone are to be in the Philippines. I figure I would let you guys know that. This is just my words of advice. Take it with, as they say, a grain of salt. So, guys, until we speak again, remember, subscribe, like, comment, share me with your friends. And until we speak again, be safe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.